Welcome to the first of our devotions for the Advent season. We begin this new church year with the season of Advent. It is a season of coming and preparation of hope for the longing, the desire for Christ to come into our lives and in our hearts. And we certainly need that during this pandemic year. Well, I don't know about you, but I have been missing singing hymns to their full extent. This COVID thing is driving me crazy with not being able to sing. And so I wanted to share some of the wonderful Advent hymns and eventually some Christmas carols that really resonate in this season of waiting. So in these coming weeks, 4 weeks of Advent, you will hear 2 devotions a week based on the hymns of this Advent and Christmas seasons. The first one is the hymn that we used for this past Sunday for Advent 1, and it is Awake, Awake, and Greet the New Morn. If you have an ELW, it is number 242. Now, this contemporary Advent hymn was written by prolific writer Marty Haugen in 1982. That year, Haugen's family decided to exchange non-material Christmas gifts, and so he wrote this hymn as a gift to his aunt. It was originally meant as a Christmas hymn. The tune name of Rejoice, Rejoice points us in that direction. However, Haugen wanted to expand the hymn's use beyond the Christmas season, knowing how many very famous and wonderful and well-loved Christmas carols there are. And so he added verses with Advent images from the prophet Isaiah and Matthew's gospel. So as you listen to the text, and I'm going to play a video for you so that you can hear someone singing the text, perhaps verse 3 will resonate with us. In this year, when indeed all the world is despairing, this hymn might speak to us in new ways. Now, the tune is light and lilting, and it reminds us indeed to rejoice even in the midst of all the darkness. Our God, Emmanuel, indeed will come, and that is always a reason to rejoice. Hear now, Awake, Awake, and Greet the New Morn, if I share my screen correctly.
Please join me in singing. Darkest night is coming, shall be, and all the world is despairing. As morning light, so quiet and free, so warm and gentle and caring. Then shall the bold break forth in song, the lame shall live in wonder. The weak be raised above the strong, and weapons be broken asunder. Rejoice, rejoice, take heart in the night, the dark, the winter and chillers. The rising sun shall crown you with light. Be strong and loving and fearless. Love be your song and love our praise, and love our endless story. May God fill every day we share, and bring us at last into glory.
Wasn't that wonderful? I hope that brings you some hope and gives you a reason to rejoice this day. Let us close with prayer. Loving God, come and make your presence known to us. Despite the darkness of these days, fill us with light and song and love as we await your coming among us. Amen. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you again on Thursday for another Advent hymn.